So if the background looks a little weird, so we have a cleaning crew in the house today, and so they are working on some cleanings, and uh, I think they're just about done. But because they're doing all of the rooms, I'm in the kids' playroom today, so we'll be working out of the Weston and Renly's playroom, toy room. So let's get into it. So you saw the title. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Help me to grow the channel, and that's the way it grows. If you would like to learn how to start a business because you've been listening and listening well, and you understand that there's no such thing as a safe, secure job, you understand that your next paycheck could be your last paycheck, and you understand that these jobs are not loyal, they don't owe you anything, and if you allow them, they will buy your entire life from you, and then you'll die. And so if you understand that's not the way I want to live, if you're sitting there going, these jobs will never pay me enough to live the life I want to live, then you, my friend, are on the right channel, and you need to find a way to create money without having to go to work. So you need to create a business or a side hustle, whatever you want to call it, that can generate cash flow or revenue for you without you having to punch the clock. As long as you have to punch the clock, you'll always be in a position where you have to sell your time for money. Your life is made up of this thing called time. Even though you might break it down into hours, into days, into months and years, it's all time. And if you have to sell 2,000, 2,500 hours per year, every 4 years you give up 10,000 hours of life just to get a paycheck. Now, I'm not against paychecks, so don't go crazy in the comment. Hey, this random guy on YouTube's telling us to dump our jobs, quit our jobs, don't have paychecks. That's not what I'm telling you at all. What I am telling you is that if your paycheck is your only source of income, and you know this, or whether it's true or not for you, if it's your only source of income, you are living in what I call the income danger zone. Reason being is because if your paycheck covers your bills, you know, whether that be your car, your insurance, your house, life insurance, so many other things, then you have to consider the fact or the idea or the fact that you're probably going to lose your job at some point. They're probably going to fire you, let you go, burn you out, furlough you, transfer you to oblivion, uh, merge the company, sell the company. Anything could happen and you lose your job. They could even replace you with AI, which is moving really quickly, whether it be AI, whether it be uh, a system or a process or someone on the other side of the world who can do your job just as well as you can, but for fractions of what they pay you, then your job is at risk. So if any of those things apply to you, that you could be replaced by a system, that somebody on the other side of the world could potentially do your job, that you could be replaced by AI or software. If any of those things apply to you, then you are at risk for losing your job. So we live in a day and age today where you cannot afford to have only one source of income. Your job, if and hear me good. Your job is if your job is your only source of income, you are again living in the income danger zone. Why do I say that? Because if your job, just do this tonight, at dinner, after dinner, whenever you want to do it, just sit down tonight, take out a piece of paper and a pen. And then I want you to write down every bill or expense that you have in your life. Everything that you pay month to month, your rent, your mortgage, your lights, your phone, your insurance, your Wi-Fi, your dog fees, your daycare, your food and fuel, uh, anything, phone, whatever. I want you to write down everything that your paycheck covers today. And then, because I want you to write down, I want it to look like this is my rent. How do I pay for it? Paycheck. This is my car insurance. How do I pay for it? Paycheck. And because I want it to be real to you. In fact, if you give me a second, let me get out and grab my board. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor in the kids' playroom next to my son's tent, circus tent. I have no idea what's in it. I don't go in it. I'm scared to death. Let me go and get my board, and then we can start. We can start having some fun. Give me just a second, guys. I'm doing this live. All right, here we are. So I went and got my board that my kids wrote all over. It's supposed to be mine, but they destroy everything. I don't know what they're doing. But when I bring things home and I say, hey, this is mine, it means nothing to my kids. So today I'm going to use their room to do my video. By the way, if you get any value from any videos on this channel, the only way I know is if you smash subscribe or the thumbs up. That's the only way I get to find out that this is helping you guys. So I'm in this toy room. It's clean today because we have cleaners in the house. So I'm not in the office. I'm here all day. And that, again, that's the beauty of having a middleman company, by the way, is I can literally sit here all day, do whatever I want to do. My son gets out of school probably in about an hour. He and I can go do whatever we want to do. And that's why I love having a middleman business. I started in 2020, and I don't have a paycheck. I don't have a job. I don't have to leave the house. I don't have to do any of it. I make money just using my phone or my laptop. So it's super easy. I didn't even do this to get this board to show you this, but since I'm thinking about it, all I do is I teach you how to use your phone. Yes, that's a phone. Apple, don't get jealous. I know. I got skills to pay the bills. But I use a phone to do 3 things. Good Lord. Let me write it. It looks like cartoon writing. But I use my phone really quickly, guys. I use my phone to book customers, take a deposit, which is where I get paid. Hope I spelled it right. And then I dispatch. So if you want to learn to use your phone to book customers, take a deposit, and dispatch the work, the booking part is where you capture the customer information. So a customer reaches out to you on your phone. They could email you, text you, or call you. It doesn't matter. They'll contact me, and I do it for the move-in service. So you could do it for any industry you choose as long as it's a service business. So I do it for the move-in service. So if a customer calls me to get a move, I'll book them by taking their information, and then I'll take a deposit from them, $150 deposit that goes into my account, and then I'll dispatch the work to a mover in the area who will actually go out and do the move, not me. So you can do it for moving, you can do it for cleaning, you could do it for pressure washing, you could do it for commercial cleaning, home cleaning, you could do it for vehicle detail, you could do it for roofing, heating and AC, window tinting, pressure washing, I don't know, TV mounting, delivery. Anytime there's a service that has to be done or completed, you can middleman for that company, partner with them, make money multiple ways, including this way. Make $150 every time somebody books a job with me that goes into my account, and I never have to leave the house to do it, and I simply use my phone or my laptop to send the work to an ISP, independent service professional, who actually goes out and do the work, not me. So I don't do the work, and let's make sure there's enough light in here because I'm kind of looking at my camera and it's not that bright. So let me turn the light on, guys. Give me just a second. We'll put the light on. And this is an impromptu training. Not even a training. I guess it is. It's just an impromptu live. And it's just me hanging out in the kids' room. And just going to spend some time with you guys and talk about business. So, or talk about the idea that you cannot afford to be average. Today, if you're average, you're in trouble. Average would be one source of income. The average person has that. A job that pays a paycheck that covers pretty much all their bills. The average person has that. Uh, making spending more money than you're making. That's the average person. Excuse me. Buying a house with a paycheck. That's the average person. Trying to save money in a bank account while you struggle financially. That's the average person. And one source of income, which is the job. That's the average person. You cannot afford to be average nowadays. Let's talk about it. So here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework for tonight, right? Your financial homework. It's also a financial cheat sheet on Cheat Street. Hope it blesses you. So, and I'm doing this video really quickly because when my son gets home, he's going to destroy this room. It's not going to look like it is now. I ought to take pictures. And so, but here it is. If you go and sit down, I want you to write down all your bills, all your expenses, right? I want you to write down all your bills and all of your expenses, right? So sit down, take a sheet of paper, and at the top write down bills and expenses, right? That's what I want you guys to go and write down, bills and expenses. By the way, if you want to get into the free live training where I teach you how to do that, put middleman in the comments below so you can get into the training. If you just want to go right into the masterclass, you can just go to middlemanceo.com, purchase the VIP. That's the one that comes with coaching. The other one does not. The other one is cheaper, but it does not include coaching. If you get the VIP, you can get some one-on-one with that. And it does allow you to break the payments down into low monthly payments. So it's pretty easy. And then you learn how to start a business from your phone. So put middleman in the comments or just go to middlemanceo.com, grab the course before the price goes up because it's about to go up very quickly. So write down bills, and then below that, I want you to put, and I'll just do some examples. I'll put rent. I'll put, the obvious ones. Let's say car payment. I'll put insurance. We'll just put insurance. Then we'll go ahead and put, what are some other bills? We'll put phone. Right, we'll put food and gas. I'll just put F and F for food and fuel. And then next to it, I want you to draw a line, a blank, like so. So your paper should look kind of like this. And I've never done this. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. And then next to it, I want you to write how you pay for it. So how do you pay your rent, right? So if you pay your rent with the paycheck, then obviously write next to it the word paycheck. And if you pay your car with the paycheck, write paycheck. If you have another way of paying it, that's awesome, and I hope you do, but if not, just go ahead and write paycheck. Your phone, your insurance, if it's the paycheck, write paycheck. And if it's food and fuel that you use your paycheck to pay for or buy or try to buy, then write that. And if you're being straight up, you're being 100, you're being honest, it's probably going to look like that. Now, if it looks like that, then you're probably going to fall into the average person category. Now, don't get upset about that. For a long time, most of my life, 90% of my life, I was average. And so I knew it would not give me the life that I wanted, the life I required, the life I desired, the life I felt like I deserved. And keep your opinion to yourself. I deserved it, and that's all that matters. And I knew a paycheck couldn't do that, but I knew a paycheck had too much leverage in my life. This is called over-leveraged. So if your rent is paid by your paycheck, then, and your car and your insurance and your phone and your food and your fuel and so many other things, if these things are covered by your paycheck, by the way, if I'm doing a decent job of explaining this and you can follow it pretty easily, smash the thumbs up and let me know. That's the only way I know I'm explaining it pretty easily. And that you guys are not lost and you're still following it. Because sometimes I worry that I either under-explain or over-explain. So let me know about smashing thumbs up if it makes sense to you. So with your bills, you pay, if everything's connected to your paycheck, see the constant here? Paycheck, 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 all the way down, right? And of course, I know you have a bunch of other bills, but again, I'm just doing a small example. If the paycheck, look at that, got it? So if your paycheck is the thing that's covering all of your bills, ouch. Ouch. Because that means, here's why I want you to here's why I want you to do this. Because now I want you to remove, here's what you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to write paycheck. So now you have to remove the word paycheck from your board. Because I told you that jobs are not safe and secure. So let's say somehow, some way, you lost your job. So now your paycheck is gone. I need you to remove paycheck from the board. Rent, insurance, car, food and fuel, phone, daycare, everything. Good times, vacation, everything goes out. So now that you removed paycheck from the scenario, the question is, what do you do now? And that's where I want you guys to be. I want you to be on this page. What do I do now? This is a financial literacy lesson, by the way. I know it's kind of funny how I'm doing it, but it's true, right? If you forget everything else and focus on this, it's going to change your life. So the question is, what do I do? So the paycheck's out. You can't put paycheck. Now the question is, how do I pay these things? And that's where the average American is, because they're stuck here. They're stuck with the paycheck, and if anything happens and they get here, they end up here. Or if you end up here, and you probably will, because you don't control whether you keep your job or not. That's out of your control. What is in your control is the fact that you can find another way to pay your bills before you are forced into this position. I'd rather have and not need than to need and not have, man. And now we're preaching. So now that I've gotten you to the point where hypothetically you lost your paycheck and you cannot say find another job, and I know most of you are going to say go into my savings, and if you do that, it's just going to deplete your savings. That's it. And eventually it's gone. Well, it'll hold me until I get a new job. Well, a couple things. How do you know that? For one, didn't happen to me. Number two, once you use your savings up, it does not come back. You're still at zero, right? And number three, what if the job you get doesn't pay you what your former job paid you? So what are we doing? What are we talking about, right? We need to be talking about how to secure ourselves so we don't end up losing all of these things. Because if your paycheck is your only source of income and you lose your paycheck, you lose your rent, your car, your home, your insurance, your phone, your food goes away, your life changes. Don't end up that way. Hit thumbs up if you guys understand what I'm saying, if it's making sense. It's the only way I know I'm doing a decent job of teaching. So, and while I wait for you to smash the thumbs up, because I know you're getting value, again, if you want to be in the Middleman CEO live training, because you're tired of working hard, making a little, you know your job's not safe and secure, you know you're vulnerable having one source of income, I'm proving it to you right now, and you know your job's never going to pay you what you deserve or give you the life of your dreams, and you know you're running out of time, meaning you're going to die. I'm going to die too. I know I'm running out of time. That's why I try to do as much as I can. So I don't want a job. I don't want to sell my life to a job. I'd rather make money and get to do the things I want to do while I make money. So I can leave here today, go golfing, go fishing, still get paid. No job needed, right? NJN, no job needed, no job necessary. No job, nothing. All right, so let's get into it and then we'll wrap up. So what you need to be thinking about is, if I lose my paycheck's out, how do I pay my bills? So you guys, the average person, the first thing they're going to say is, hey, I need another job. And then you're right back where you started. And then the other person, the other average mindset is going to go into savings. And then the last thing somebody might think of is borrow, right? So debt, we'll just put debt, or loan, but it's all debt. And none of these things are long term. You can get a paycheck again, who knows when, who knows what it'll pay you, that's that. No guarantee that'll help you. You can go into your savings. If most people don't have 5,000, so most people probably don't even. Let me look it up real quick, because I don't even like to speculate. I like to know what I'm talking about. I'm working on some things for the masterclass for everybody that's in it. We got a group training coming up, starting in September. So for everybody that's in the class, we're going to have a blast. My goal is for everybody within the first 6 months to be at $10,000 a month. And I know you guys can do it. Just listen to what I tell you and you'll get it. All right, so average savings account in America. All right, so it says, let's see. It's giving me account balance. All right. Average savings account. I should have put 2024. 31% of Gen Zers have less than $1,000. Good Lord. On average, Americans have in savings, it says $12,000. It varies between men and women. I'm seeing a lot of different numbers. How many Americans have 10,000 in savings? That's probably a good place to start. Oh God. Whew. This is scary, guys. Oh, geez. It says only 13% of Americans have 10,000 or more. Wow. All right, that's frightening. 10,000 or more, only 13% of Americans. That's pretty bad. So again, we're in a position where your savings is not going to carry you. Most people don't have much money in savings. And if you do have a bunch of money in savings, I don't like that, because the money is only good when you use it. So unless you exchange it for something, it really has no value. Money sitting in a bank account is, to me, the same as money sitting in a graveyard. Same thing. I call the banks graveyards, unless you're using the money to make more money. So if you're saving money, you should not be saving for a rainy day. You should not be saving for an emergency. You should only, in fact, don't manifest that. You should only be saving for an opportunity. That's what you manifest. And then when an opportunity comes along, you use the money to invest in whatever it is, start a business, side hustle, invest in something, flip a house, buy stock, I don't care. But get into the habit of learning to use the money, getting it out of the bank to make more money. Now, everything won't work. So if you get out there and you lose money, that's okay. Manage it so you don't lose everything at one time. Number one, go fast, take risks, but be be smart about it, as smart as you can. Be diligent about it, as diligent as you can be. Don't be reckless. Go fast, but don't be reckless. But with that being said, most people won't be able to pay their bills for more than like a month or two. And so there's no guarantee you'll get a job that pays you 80 grand again. Your next job might be at the dollar store making $30,000 an hour. So you got to understand there's a lot of variables, but again, those are things you can't control. But what you can control is this. So if your paycheck pays all your bills and you lose it, your savings account is next, you drain it, and then you start borrowing money, swiping credit cards, all that, just going to put you into bad debt. So what you need to be thinking about is how to pay my bills without needing a paycheck, without needing savings, without needing debt. And the answer for that is I'll just put two words. I'll put them together. Cash flow. So the answer for that is going to be cash flow. Now, cash flow is money that goes from a thing to you. So if money moves, let's say you do a vending machine and that thing makes you $500 a month, that's cash flow from an asset. The vending machine is the asset. So you use a little bit of money out of your bank account, buy the vending machine, That's an asset. That thing gives you $500 a month. Not bad. Not going to make you rich, but I want you to keep repeating it, right? Maybe one day you have 10 and you make 5,000 a month. I don't know what they make. I'm just making an example. Or you could start a business from your phone, like I always tell you to do. Whether it's a middleman business or whether you're selling cupcakes, I don't care, but use your phone. The reason I love phone-based businesses is because, or mobile businesses, is because you can literally be anywhere at any time and still make money. So I don't have to be sitting in my kids' playroom, toy room, and doing a video. I could be on the beach right now in Miami, in Cabo, in somewhere else, on the beach. As long as I have my phone and my Wi-Fi or my laptop, I can still get paid. I can still book customers. That's why I love the middleman business. You don't have to do what I do with middleman. You can do anything, but start a middleman business because it does not require you to do the work. You can do it from anywhere, and it makes you money very easily and quickly. So if you want to learn how to do it, you could put middleman in the comments below to get into the free live training. Or if you're just a go-getter like me and you're like, let's get it, I'm ready to make money away from my job because I know this ain't how I'm supposed to be living, and just go to middlemanceo.com, click VIP. That one comes with me and a bunch of other cool stuff. If you get the masterclass by itself, it is cheaper, but it does not come with anything except the class. Get the VIP. It breaks down into easy, simple payments. In fact, go now because the price of the training is going to go up because we're adding another phase and it's going to blow you away, teach you how to make a bunch of money very quickly. But go, middlemanceo.com. So now what do? Well, you create an asset that has cash flow. So for me, I used to pay all my bills with paychecks, right? Then I got rid of that idea and then I created a middleman business, right? And I'm just going to put MMB. So now when my rent needs to be paid or my mortgage, my business does it. When my insurance and card needs to be paid, my business does it. By the way, we don't have card payment. We paid it off, thank God. But my phone, so I eliminated the need for a paycheck. I eliminated the need to have a big savings account. I eliminated the need to borrow money when I get into an emergency. What did I do? Well, I got cash flow. Cash flow flows over and over and over each month. So if my business makes $10,000 a month, that'll cover all of my bills. And it does not require me to go and get a job. So middleman business. Now you can fill in the blank with whatever you want to do. This is my worksheet. You can fill in the blank with whatever you think you can create. A vending machine, selling cookies, selling t-shirts, anything. You can fill in the blank with whatever you think you can put in there to cover all of your expenses, but you cannot, here's the catch, you cannot put paycheck. You cannot put savings. And you cannot put debt, borrow money, loan, anything like that. Right? You have to figure out a way to get cash flow. This is a great exercise for you because it's going to challenge you and teach you how to think outside the box, how to make money. Most people, the average person, I keep telling you, you can't be average. Average person is going to go paycheck, savings, and debt. You don't do that. I don't want you to think like that. That's why I call you guys the 10%. The 90%, they're going to think like that. The 10%, we're going to think outside the box and change our lives. All right, if you want to get into the free live training coming up Thursday night, 7 p.m., put middleman in the comments. If you want to bypass that and go right into the Middleman CEO Masterclass, go to middlemanceo.com, click VIP so you can do one-on-one coaching with me. And I promise it's going to bless you and change your life. Let me help you with that. And the price of the course is going up, so I keep saying that because I want the people that can afford it right now to get it right now, not wait. All right. Move quickly. Let's change your life. If you like what you learned today, I promise you, when I teach you how to build a business and apply this to your life, you're going to go, wait a minute. Why didn't nobody teach me this 10 years ago? I want to learn. I want to change my life. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you're welcome to drop it right now before I bounce. Hit the thumbs up before you guys get out of here. I really appreciate that. And I give you guys this free information again. Just telling you guys straight up, I didn't know any of this. I know there's people on YouTube that's going to tell you, this is something I've been doing for years. I'm a multimillionaire. Listen, I was homeless just a few years ago. Homeless. How homeless? Not sleeping on somebody's couch. I don't call that homeless, right? You're just couch hopping until you get on your feet. I was sleeping outside looking up at the stars, the Milky Way, the Big Dipper, Little Dipper. I had a relationship with it where I could lay out, look up at it. I was taking baths in public restrooms. Still remember it like it was yesterday. And I was a grown man with kids. And so, and I had just met my wife. She can tell you. She can tell you. She dropped me off one night in the middle of nowhere, and she was like, "You sure you good?" Now I was able to kind of hide it from her because she lived in Mississippi and I lived in Louisiana. I'm in Dallas now, but I was able to hide it from her because she wasn't living there, so she didn't have to be around me. But she can tell you one day I have her share the story with you. But she can tell you this dude had nothing. She certainly didn't marry me for money. We had no money, and but she can tell you, I just learned all these things. I just learned that if you buy a house and the only way you can pay for it is with your paycheck, you're going to be in financial hell. I learned that the hard way. I learned that if you pile money in a savings account, you're just going to go through it and it's not going to come back. I learned that the hard way. I learned that instead of saving the money, you could be using the money to make more money. I learned that the hard way. I also learned that if you have one job and one source of income, it's gonna wear you down. And it's gonna take everything out of you and you'll have nothing left to live the life you want to live. I learned all that the hard way. Take my advice. Don't learn the hard way. Let me teach you how to build a business from your phone. You've seen the videos, you've seen the interviews, you've seen other students having a blast. You've seen other students winning and have a blast. That could be you. So let's do it. If you're willing to learn, middlemanceo.com, grab the course as soon as we get the alert that you guys have enrolled. We're going to get busy and build your business. All right. So go do that. It's very simple. It's very easy. I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Somebody commented. Let's see. Marcus said, I appreciate what you shared. Hey, man, I appreciate having you on this page, on this live. And I hope that you do me a huge favor. Smash the thumbs up on your way out. Share the content with other people. Let them know there's a guy out here who's not claiming to be a millionaire, who's not claiming to be a billionaire, who's, in fact, my business doesn't even make $1 million a year. I hope that it does very soon. We're on pace this year to do 300 grand. So my first year, 2020, my middleman business, by the way, I middleman the moving industry. You guys can choose any industry you want. But I middleman the moving industry, which means that I just find customers for moving companies and then I take a deposit and get paid and then I send the work to them. I don't do the work. I don't want to do the work. And so, but my first year, 77,000, not bad. Did it from home. I wish it would have been more, but that was fine. I was just learning, and then now we're up to 300, and hopefully next year we could blow the roof off because we got some new things we're adding. By the way, that's going to be in the live training. I'm sorry. By the way, that's going to be in the second phase of the course that I'm putting up. So the second phase of the course is going to be off the chain. If you go to middlemanceo.com and you grab the course right now, you can get it. There are options on there where you can get it at a discount, where you can get the payments broken down to something really, really simple, really, really simple. Like, I don't know, like I can't pull it up now, but I think it's like less than $100 a month. Less than $100 a month to change my life and teach me how to make money from a phone. What are we waiting on? I spent $100 on gas. I spent $100 on wings and burgers. Like, what are we waiting on? Let's go. Look, as I say that, my website guy, Igor, my friend of mine, he just messaged me. That's him if you hear that beep. He's messaging me to line up some things for the new phase of the training. So I don't want to give a lot away, but I'm going to teach you in the next phase of the training how you're going to not only make money from booking jobs, and I want you to do about 150 on average. I have students do more, some do less, but I don't have anybody doing less than 100, but I do have students doing 250. But I'm going to teach you how to do that, and then I'm going to teach you how to make money per job that you book. So the customer is going to pay you for the job, and then I'm going to teach you how to get paid 2 other ways, a minimum of 2 other ways. I call it a 3-way payday. That's going to be in the new training. Now, when that drops at the beginning of September, you guys are going to pay a lot more for the course. But you can get it now on the cheap with the payment plans. Go to middlemanceo.com, get that thing now before it goes up. I promise you it's going to change your life. And we got a great time. We got some group trainings coming up. If you get the VIP, it comes with one-on-one training. If you get just the course by itself, it is action-packed, but it does not come with training or anything like that. The course by itself is mainly for people who have businesses already and they just want to transition. Like I have students that have like cleaning services and they're like, I don't want to clean no more. Teach me how to partner with other cleaners and get paid. Mainly if you're in the industry and you want to get out. But yeah, I got to go. Somebody put middleman in the comments. I think that's what I see. Do me a huge favor because I've tried. I don't know if I can, maybe YouTube doesn't allow it, but I cannot put the link in while I'm on live. So after this video goes off, you're welcome to put middleman when this video re-airs in just a few minutes. Or you can go under one of the recent videos and just put the word middleman to go ahead and get the link to the free training coming up Thursday night. Or you can bypass all that, go right into the middleman class, get started by going to middlemanceo.com. They do offer payment plans on there, so no excuse. Guys, don't miss this. I promise you to change your life. Time's going to go by. Life's going to go by. You might as well be working on something that could change your life. And I'm here with you. So I do it. I teach you how to do it step by step. And for all my students, they can vouch for me. Not only does it work, not only is it easy to do, but my students know that they can reach out to me at any time. Just ask them. You see their interviews. You see everything. My students know that I'm always here. I'm always like, hey, guys, what do you have? I'm here. I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to bless you. What do you need from me? And that's how we're rolling. But really quickly, just to recap, because I see people jumping on. I don't want you guys to miss it because it's so important. For everyone who's putting middleman in the comments, I'll just repeat this. On YouTube, they don't allow me to actually respond live. So I see the middleman comments, so you could either go to middlemanceo.com and grab the course before the price goes up a lot, September 1st, and it has payment plans, so it's really cheap. Or you could go to one of my other videos or wait until this video re-airs in just a few minutes after it ends. Put middleman in the comments again. Now, I only let a certain amount of people into the middleman training. The reason I do, because I give away a bunch of cool stuff. So everybody does not get in. I don't know when I'll be able to do it again. And if you're late registering to get the middleman course, you're going to be put on a wait list. So I'm getting a bunch of students, more than I thought I would, anticipated, I should say, and which is a good problem to have because I want to help everybody. But because I'm there taking your calls, jumping on trainings with you, one-on-ones with you, I can't take on a lot more students. So what I need to do is work with the students that I have. So I'm probably going to have to stop enrollment into the course very soon and then open it up sometime in 2025. So if you don't want to wait, you don't want to be on a waiting list, then you need to move now, move quickly. But I hear the yard people here. But just really quickly before I get off, and let me know what you think about this, what I'm teaching you on this board. If it makes sense to you, smash, let me know in the comments by hitting the thumbs up. And then I got to go because my son's about to get out of school. So remember, write down, do this here tonight. I want you to write down everything that your paycheck pays for. Write down all your bills and then write down how it's paid for. Paycheck, savings, debt. Write it down. Fill it out. Now, and then remove paycheck, remove savings, remove debt, erase it, and you cannot put it in. Now, how are you going to pay your bills with no paycheck, with nothing in savings, because the average person doesn't have much in savings, and without being able to utilize debt or a credit card or anything like that, because that's a bad idea? How are you going to pay your bills and make a living? Because if you lose your paycheck, you lose everything, unless you know how to make money without having to go to work. So that, I put middleman business because that's what I do, but you guys can fill it in. Just get creative. That's my whole point. Get creative so you can find cash flow. If you cannot use debt, you cannot borrow money, you cannot swipe your credit card, you cannot go into your savings, and you don't have a paycheck, how are you going to pay your bills? That's what you need to be thinking about. All right, guys, I got to go. Put middleman in the comments to get the link. Wait until this video re-airs in just a couple minutes. Put middleman to get the link, or just go to middlemanceo.com, grab the course, start working with me ASAP. Or you can put middleman in the comments under any of the other videos. And if I do not respond, or if my assistant Cynthia, my VA, does not respond, that means we are full and you'll have to wait until whenever I get a chance to do it. I got to go, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. I hope this blessed you. Remember, your job is not safe. It's not secure. It's not loyal. Please, please, please don't rely on your paycheck. Find a way to make money. Peace, guys.